One episode down and I haven't been cancelled. Chalk that up to a personal record. For you, of course, I enjoy watching these dandies parade around an island with their false sense of security and raw, distasteful personalities. So here we go again. I'm your host, Nicky-Dicky-Doo-Dah, and today we'll be watching the second episode of Disventure Camp All-Stars. Last time, we witnessed these mildly uninteresting Nancys join the show, jump out of a plane, and get split into teams. Many of them are egregiously annoying, few are rootable, and others will probably give me an aneurysm. One thing's certain, I will have to confront a demon today, and I'm pretty sure England is all out of exorcists. That demon being the blonde with questionable stylistic choices. And no, I'm not talking about my cousin Dakota. Ashley made a claim that the Purple Nurples went out for some drinks after the show and that everything is fine and dandy, which contradicts the energy she supposedly relays in this episode. So I'm here to set the record straight. Here's the clip.
As for Lil and Nick, we do keep in touch, especially Lil. She's like a big sister to me, you know? And Will and I? Well, we're living together on the farm and couldn't be happier. Some weeks ago, the four of us actually went out for a drink. It was a blast.
Well, yeah, freaking haw. Tighten my belt buckle and slap a Texan. Who's ready to get wasted? I need to stay sober for my troop campout tomorrow. Also, I'm unbearably dull and would hate to have a little fun. That you are, Lil. That you are. So tell us about you and Will. Well, Farmers Only wasn't working out, so I settled for him. So what about you, Nick? You seeing anyone? Me? I'm just a lowly soul seeking love in its purest form. Virtue, charity, and whatever else the Holy Book says we should want. I'm also into edgy alt personalities. Oh, really? The Bible didn't burn your hands from being the Judas Iscariot of the purple team? Pretty sure that's how that went down. Take my word for it. We shared some choice words after that, and I ended up leaving before the drinks were even served. So when I say viewing this series is brutal for me, it's much more complicated than just having to watch a bunch of idiots piss on each other. So let's test fate together and just get this episode over with.
Phew! That wasn't so bad. For a second I thought, ow!
Starting off strong, I guess.
I definitely chose to land on Fiore. Far as I'm concerned, even though I'd never wish pain to a little girl, she deserved worse than a kick to the head.
Putting Ashley and Fiore on a team is a liability. They'll likely tear each other apart. Gremlin versus Redneck. Sounds like a movie you'd find in one of those cheap grocery store crates.
On the jet, you mentioned that we would get a chance to talk. Seeing as we aren't on the same teams this time, this might be our last chance.
This is like static to my ears. All I can think about during this seemingly dull interaction is where Jake's granny zombie sentinel is. Like, how is she supposed to stick the landing at that age? She's probably stuck in a tree somewhere and he's worried about confessing his widow feelings to a guy he hasn't talked to in 2 friggin' years.
We here!
Finally. Now we can relax and wait to see who else is on our team.
Knowing my luck, I probably would have been stuck on this team. It's cool though. Zion looks good on me.
Who cares about popular? You're the creme of the crop, the belle of the ball, the chicken of the tender.
Isn't she vegan or whatever? Tisk tisk.
After how you treated me on the jet over here, you're lucky I even acknowledged you.
That's enough! If you guys continue to bicker, it'll be to death of both of you.
Send them to the pits.
But I want to play differently this time.
What do you mean?
We can work together. As long as it's on my terms, of course.
Let me think about it. No.
Not to rock the boat, but the tension is palpable.
Who even says that when entering a conversation? Look, I'm aware I shiz on Jake. A lot. I mean, I have a right to. The guy kneed me in the groin just because I kicked his leg in Season 1. We're not even playing with the same Pokemon cards. These two aren't equivalent afflictions. Oh, you deal me with sprain damage. Now I'll retaliate with setting you on fire. It'd be one thing if he actually controlled his emotions to influence the game, but he's compelled by the smallest things. The dude has no threshold for revenge, and all he does is feed into negativity. It's a perfect sign of cognitive incompetence. So yes, I shiz on Jake. Proudly.
I don't blame you. I'm not exactly comfortable with the demon child being on our team either.
Gasp! He used my phrase.
Hey guys, I hope I speak for all of us when I say our team is stacked. Ready to crush the competition?
I freaking love James. He's a pal of mine, and he's not wrong. James Hunter and Ashley are competition beasts. This should be an undefeatable team. Right? Right?
This way. We're here.
Oh, Miriam. Gret, the human hemorrhoid.
There's no recovery from that statement.
You look just like this old woman I got accused of pushing down an escalator. Also, if you call my girlfriend a hemorrhoid again, you'll be rolling down this hill.
Just try it, whippersnapper.
Please give me a Yule finale. He's one of the most natural villains this show has.
You all should have prepared better. I broke my alpaca fur coat, which not only is warm, but makes me look fabulous.
Gabby's gonna love her.
Do you remember your first storm in Tipiscau?
I do. My father was making me quit the show, and I owe a lot to Crystal. If it weren't for her, I'd still be living under his tyranny.
Overprotective parents can be a hassle. Hers are quite literally responsible for that hideous wig she needs to wear. I'd consider donating some of my locks to mold her a proper hairpiece. Ooh, I just realized how that sounded. Don't be weird, guys. I'm only charitable once in a blue moon.
Attention campers, challenge time!
Welcome to your first challenge, campers. How was your night?
Is everything okay, Aiden? Not really. The rain's so far. Did you cover the things
Why the freak are they in bathing suits on dry ground?
Bring in the critters!
What's in those cages?
The rest of the Season 2 cast.
Animals to repopulate the forest.
Same diff.
The green containers are worth 1 point. The yellow containers are worth 5. And the red containers are worth a whoopin' 10 points.
So in total, you get 8 on green, 40 on yellow, and 40 on red. I'm assuming red is dangerous, so the obvious answer is to go yellow. Doing green is quite literally a waste of time. So let's see what idiots choose animals from green.
Come on, friends! I'll find you a home!
Of course it'd be Gabby.
Help?
Yeehaw!
How did she think that was gonna turn out? Am I the only sane one here? You just tried yeehawing a wolf. That sucker's gonna eat you alive. If they don't pull out lightsabers and start dueling, I'll be mildly disappointed. Nice.
Ow! Hey! Gabby punched me!
And anyone should care why? Reminder that I watched my babies flash before my eyes on my season, and you expect them to start caring because Abby got a slight nudge? Did I just stick up for Gabby? I mean, yeah, Annie's right. Technical foul.
Team, where are you?
Can I just highlight something here? And no, it's not the provocative situation they found themselves in. I've seen what amuses you. You're all sick and twisted in the mind. Rather, I just want to say, how in the world is Ellie's arm doing that? Her hand is completely backwards. That takes talent. I've got to say it. That's what you get for monkeying around. I'm turning into my father. Ugh.
It's so unfair. Why do we get stuck with a little girl?
A little camaraderie doesn't hurt, Hunter.
What does this have to do with you?
I'm just saying.
I didn't ask.
Ah, you tell him, Hunter. I knew there was a reason I was rooting for you. Power stance.
What did I say?
Got it!
Did she just kick a wolf in the face? We sure she's an actress? Someone look into that. I'm dead. The irony is, well, ironic. Did these contestants suddenly get superhuman strength? That creature is like 2 Ellies. The average gator weighs about 500 pounds. I'll have whatever she's snorting.
Well done, Aiden!
Seems Tom's already replaced you.
What?
The bogan and the bloke. One's apathetically smart and the other's empathetically stupid. Frankenstein them together and you might just create one whole idiot.
I got my eye on Alex.
Hashtag Granny Zombie.
And those were all the animals. With a total of 38 points, the science team wins immunity.
Yes! Ha ha ha! I mean, that's cool, I guess.
Which leaves Team Magenta with a measly 12 points.
Okay, Magenta, there's an obvious elimination here, so don't screw it up.
You're delusional. I'm leaving.
They're gonna screw it up.
The casting team really dropped the ball inviting Jake back. I mean, have they seen what he posted? Crying about never finding true love. Hashtag thirsty.
Savage. James and I follow each other on the Instaham. He's one of my front runners to win. Again, Magenta team needs to do the math here. The most competent members of their team are James, Ashley, and Hunter. It's far too early to boot one of those. Instead, they should try burning off the leech that sucks the life out of their ability to be unified. And I'm not talking about Fiore.
This is the perfect chance to get revenge on Fiore. For Will, Lil, and even Nick, who I don't care about, but I'll stick him in there too.
Stick it, you Ponzi. Whoa. Did you know that I made a cameo in The Mysteries of Kruger Mansion? Anyways, where were we?
First vote, James. Jake. James. Fiore. Fiore. That's 2 votes Fiore, 2 votes James, 1 vote Jake, 1 vote left. First person voted out from the Disventure Camp All-Stars. James.
Oh, bugger off.
Seriously? Why James? He was actually helpful in challenges.
Hunter, you're making a case to people void of intelligence, mate.
Now Aiden will feel what it's like to have the person you love taken away.
Love? Bro, you knew the guy for a couple of weeks, and that was a few years ago. You have no right to lay claim on someone who intentionally avoided you. Am I crazy here? Is it me? Please tell me, because if not, this is utter insanity. This episode gave me a plethora of content to unload to my therapist this week. Massive thanks to Odd Nation Cartoons for having the patience to put up with these degenerates and host this show on their channel. Give them a massive sloppy subscription. Also, if you'd like to request a personalized greeting from me, head over to the Patreon and shop around. Anyways, that's the second episode of Disventure Camp All-Stars, and many things remain unanswered. Like, how will Magenta Team manage without their second strongest player? Why were they all wearing swimsuits? And who the heck actually cares about Jake's drama? The question I find myself asking is, will I have the strength to even react to the next episode? I guess we'll find out in a few weeks. Now sort off, you twain wankers.